smoker, we're here to save the day. We got tips and tricks, reviews and more. Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the Back Porch Lounge, where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Leaf Cutters crew, you got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the Back Porch Lounge, where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The Leaf Cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and we are not professionals, but we're here to help. And today in the Back Porch Lounge, we have Mo Maali from
Mo?
Patina.
Hello. Hey, Mo.
Absolute pleasure, honor, privilege to see you guys again.
Gibbs, did you mail the check yet?
Is there anything I
haven't
left
mailed
out?
the check yet.
You forgot to say how tall we were in person.
Oh, man. When you guys were standing up or sitting on your wallets, you guys are making all that money from the podcast.
Shit. I think we may have misinformed you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I don't know who needs to hear that, but they need to hear that because we make shit.
We pack a mean game, but we're not getting you a taco from Taco Bell.
Ah, man, it's so funny. We started our, me and my buddy Drew, I told you guys how it started in the podcast stuff, and we could have really ran with it and monetized it, especially at the time when we started it, and we were just like, we just like talking to each other. So, yeah, man, that's what it's all about, dude. I love it, and it's so genuine, and I love coming on here with you guys. So thanks for having me again. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah.
Today we're going to be smoking the Patina Oro De Nicaragua. This is the 5x54.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the sticker said.
I've been looking forward to this one because this is actually one of Mo's favorites. I think this is Mo's baby. He just didn't say in it because he talked this one up a lot last time he was on. So I think this one's his baby. So I really want to try it with him.
Yeah. It means a lot to me in a different way.
Yeah. So I'm excited about smoking it. And as we light up, Robert, do you have a question today?
I do, kind of. Mo, do you ever go into where they're making your cigars and just go, instead of the normal blend for this one, why don't we try this, and this, combine them, wrap it with that, and see what happens?
Mix it on the spot?
So, okay. That's a wonderful question. What you find is, okay, think about how they manufacture cars, right? And like GM will have, let's say, a platform, right? And from that platform, they'll make multiple cars, right? So like in the 90s, they had the F body platform or the B body platform or whatever the case may be. That platform would make cigars for Chevy or cars for Chevy, Buick, Cadillac, whatever, right? Blends are kind of the same way in that if you find a really good interaction between a set of tobaccos, you can kind of play with the wrapper, binder, how much of each filler you're using or whatever, to kind of tweak it without having to necessarily start all the way from the beginning to find a good combination. So that's kind of like the best way I could kind of answer your question. So if you have something and you think it could work with multiple different wrapper, binder combinations or whatever, dude, that's a dream. That's
Did you
awesome.
hit gold?
Yeah, for sure.
That's great.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I was just wondering that. It's just.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, and I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I actually kind of learned that from watching some of the people in the industry whose cigars I've always liked and whose blending style I've always appreciated. So Yeah.
That's awesome. So I hope that answers your question, Robert.
Does indeed.
First impressions. I have to say, this is a change of pace from all the other patinas I've had.
Especially that size.
Yeah, well, no, all of them been the same size for us that you provided for us.
Even at the show, I thought I gave you Toros.
No, you gave it the bigger one. You gave us the bigger one.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't had that one yet.
Oh, you
this
haven't
was-
smoked it yet? Okay.
No. I made sure that I didn't smoke it to make sure
Really?
that this was a genuine review.
Man.
I'm like,
you know,
I'm gonna go get that the Oro
Yeah,
de Nicaragua.
you said
and
it
he's like,
several
no,
times.
don't smoke
Man.
it.
That is some willpower. If that was me, that motherfucker would have been smoked already.
Dude, it was hard. It was hard.
I was afraid he
Yeah.
was going to send somebody to my house.
Yeah. But you know, he's got a little bit of, you know. Yeah. Scares
You know
me
some
too.
guys.
But- I know some people. But man, this is tasty. I
Thank you.
really like that. It does, like I said, it has a completely different profile than all your other lines, but it's still great. You know, it's,
Yeah, thank you.
I can't nail the taste yet, but it's definitely a medium smoke for me. It's not quite hit that full. It has the potential to get the full,
Yep.
but it hasn't quite got there yet. But I am digging the hell out of it.
Thank you, sir. So each size in the Oro smokes a little bit differently. The Toro's the actual base blend of that cigar. That was the original size. And then we built it off of that, or the rest of the sizes off of that. The strongest is going to be the Lancero. If you're looking for a pretty strong, that cigar is pretty strong. Depending on when you get it, too. I mean, if the thing is a year old or, 2 years old now or whatever it is, not going to be as strong as, from the factory, but that was probably the strongest size. But yeah, man, it's all about flavor with just enough power and balance. That's everything, man. Because I want you to be able to smoke another cigar after you smoke that. Even if it's not a patina, because we talked about this, I think, a little bit in person or even on the last podcast we did, man. It's like, what makes Cuban cigars so great, right? It's not because they're Cuban. It's because, dude, they don't destroy your palate. You smoke one, you can smoke another cigar, you can taste that cigar. You want to smoke a third cigar, a fourth cigar, a fifth cigar, the world is your oyster. You could still taste whatever you're smoking, you can enjoy it. And man, that's kind of how I approach cigars too. I like that.
I like that. How about you, Andy?
So far, so good. I had hot chicken for lunch, so my palate's wide open.
Hot chicken? Damn.
Yeah, man. Like spicy hot chicken.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nashville hot style is what he had.
Don't ever smoke or don't ever eat chimichurri before you smoke a cigar.
It sounds like a
Interesting.
story.
Yeah, there sounds like a story behind that.
Well, I mean, because like I did it. You go, it'll destroy your. Like I wasted a day of productivity in Nicaragua because I had chimichurri.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
wow.
I couldn't taste shit. After that, it was. But that's me. I'm not saying that's a worldwide.
It makes
But
sense.
but sometimes then when you eat certain stuff, it'll throw off your palate before you smoke.
Yeah, I'm with Gibbs. I'm getting that medium, almost a medium full, kind of to kick off the, then the draw. But the draws on it is great. The ash is really pretty, so it's got that nice white ash to it. So I'm just gonna enjoy it and talk shit with my,
Yeah, man, that's how you do it. That's the best part.
That's it.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, is that why we're all here?
Mhm.
Exactly. How about you, Grim?
I mean, I'll smoke it.
Oh, you fucking liar!
I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I just got to sound cool for a few seconds. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You got to have that one guy in the crowd that's just like, you know what? No, man, that is, and secretly like mainlining it as they go.
Dude, it's crazy. That happens all the time, man. All the
Grim's your guy for that.
Every time.
I enjoy good comedy. I don't say I'm good at comedy. I just enjoy good comedy.
How about you, Robert?
I like how it's different, but there's a familiarity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know where it is, but it's there, but it's different, and it's the same, and I like that.
Is he saying something that's important, Mo?
Yes, very, very important, man. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, how about you, Zach?
Also enjoying the cigar. I got a little bit of spice at the beginning, but it kind of tapered off pretty quickly. Pleasant spice, not overly harsh or anything. A little bit of like kind of cedary, a little bit, and just like pleasant. Like you're saying, not overpowering. At this point, if this was the end of the cigar, I would have no problem picking up another cigar. Just because of the flavor is not over the top and blowing out my palate. So good. I like it.
So far, so good. All right. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Nitty
All
gritty.
right. Well, yeah. So, some of the people probably have seen online where we were messing with Mo at PCA because he, just, I don't know if he just wasn't there for the media or he didn't care about the media. So he was just
No,
like, I'm not gonna be in my
you
booth.
got that. You got that wrong. It's typically the other way around. Media doesn't care about me, so why do I show up early?
We were
No,
there.
That's
We
not
were there
true.
every day for
That's not
you,
true.
and you weren't
That's
there.
not true.
When-
That's not true.
When
I'm
I
just
realized
kidding.
I could fuck with you that last morning, I moved faster than I've moved in years. To get to the seat. Like, take a photo! Take a photo, let's go!
Did you pull a hammy or anything? You all right?
He may have. 'Cause
I
the
just
audience
wanna
was like,
know-
I shouldn't have did that. I
Dude,
shouldn't have
you-
did that.
You pull a hammy, it's never the same.
Right.
It's like
I just
never
want to
the
know
same.
that, if you need us to show up to TAA, if you're going to the TAA show, just in case you need us to man the booth or anything.
Yeah, man, for sure. I don't know how the hell you guys got there so early, because I got there like 5 minutes, like 8:05 maybe 8. I don't know how you guys got there so early. It's crazy.
It's because
We
you
were
were
banging
so
on the
close
door
to the
like
door.
5 minutes before 8.
Oh, right, yeah.
We need
We
espresso.
let people in early though, before that,
hmm
because I think we walked in a few minutes before 8.
I need beignets.
Yeah, I think we got in a few minutes. They just had the doors open, so we walked in.
Oh, okay.
But you were so close to the front, it was just easy
Right.
to go to your booth and just jump in there.
Right. Well, it was
Um,
kind of funny, man, because one of the mornings I was supposed to meet with this guy out of Europe. They were gonna do they wanted to know more about Patina because Patina's like in Europe now, and
Congrats.
Congrats,
you.
man.
and it's like a big publication, and I was late. And so I had some of my samples stolen out of my booth. Yes. And
was Gibbs.
so I was trying to figure out like what the hell happened, and it completely like I didn't realize what time it was, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was supposed to be there to meet with the guy, and I just so. But anyway, it was fine because I ended up meeting with him the next day. But yeah, dude, it was like really weird, man. Like it was weird being in my own booth for the first time. But it was awesome. And it was guys like you that made it fucking awesome. You know, I mean, seriously, you guys made me feel like I can't even describe it. I mean, honestly, it just felt great, you know, that there were people that gave a crap, you know, and so thank you.
Of course.
Well, sadly, that's us. We care.
We've got very little influence on your sales figures, but we do love you.
But
Yes,
we do love
dude,
you.
love
We do
you.
give a shit.
We do care.
So let me put it like this, man. If you're in the cigar business thinking that you're gonna make a ton of money, you're probably in the wrong business. If you're in the cigar business and you think you're gonna make fast money, you're in the wrong business. if you go into the cigar industry wanting to create something that could potentially have a legacy and the ability to like be around majority awesome people, that's the right place to be, man. You know, and it's like this is why we created Patina, right? You know, shit like this. If I could just make enough of a living to not have to go back to corporate America, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Everything, that's kind of like, that's my, but this is what it's all about. And this is, that's the best way I can put it. That's it.
And that's fair, man.
You know, it's, you cannot put a price or anything on your like ease and how you feel about what you're doing, if that makes sense. That's like,
It does make sense.
so when you're dealing with people that you enjoy dealing with, all that other stuff is secondary, if that makes sense, right?
That's why I show up to work every day, because I like the people I work with.
Do you really? That's great. Right, being
Yeah,
sarcastic.
two of them are on this. Two of them are on this call already. So
So you're
He has to
lying.
say, really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
Wait, you guys
like,
work together?
Yeah.
Who works together? Oh, you guys all, that's awesome, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we work
That's
together
so
too.
cool. So
So
you
it
guys
I'm
works
not
out.
close to work with them. I tried.
you guys work for the state. You guys work for the state, right? Is that right?
Federal.
Federal. Oh,
We're-
federal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're federal contractors.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're federal. But I mean, how did PCA go for you? I wanted to ask you that. Did it go pretty well?
Man, I couldn't have. Of course, you always. How do I put it? I was very grateful and thankful for everything I did. Of course, you always want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
But I only had one. There was one goal I had for PCA, because I knew I wasn't displaying anything new at the show, so I knew that it could go either way, right?
You didn't have a new Vitola? I thought you had a new Vitola.
No, I didn't introduce anything that I had was
Okay.
already out in the market. Yeah, I did talk a little bit about the new line that's coming, but that'll be in the summer. But my biggest thing, man, was that I just didn't want to look like an idiot. Like, have like a booth where nobody was there, nobody stopped by or anything like that, and like people are looking at you. Especially like when you're by Bovida and fucking Rocky Patel, dude, you're like,
Shit,
you know,
right?
they're like packed and like you're like, yeah, just standing there. But man, it ended up being fantastic. And so, no, the show dollar wise was cool. And then obviously just the ability to be out in front of a lot of people that had never really stopped by and talked to me before, it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was amazing for us as well. Being able to talk to some of these people like you, being able to actually get in front of you and shake your hand and say
Hell
hi.
yeah,
you know?
man. Yeah. It's awesome.
That was freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So follow-up question to that. When we were leaving that day, there was a lady there that was, I guess she was trying her first cigar.
Oh, that lady was from the security. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
How'd that go? Because we didn't get to see it. I want to know how it went, because I told her she picked a good one to start with.
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
you picked a great one to start with.
So that lady actually works for the security contractor for the venue, for the convention center. That's how she stopped by the booth to begin with, to talk about the cigars that were taken. And then,
Gotcha.
yeah, so that's how that all came. And then I said, well, have you ever smoked cigar? And she's like, no. So we're like, well, got to change that.
No shit.
And that's how that happened. Yeah.
Did she like
So
it?
what cigar did you give her?
She had two of it.
She took a Patina, Connecticut.
Yeah, that's probably what a
Yeah.
good starter.
Yeah, so it was cool, man. Like, you know, but yeah, they make lemonade out of lemons or whatever they'd say.
Yeah.
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 as long as you
I
didn't
was
turn
just
green
wondering,
at your
'cause,
booth,
like I
it's
said-
all good.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
No.
wondering-
He was all right. Had sugar packets on standby in case.
Oh, that's
Just in
smart.
case.
Yeah.
Could have sent her down to Fuente for an espresso.
Mm-hmm.
That'll clear you right up.
Fuente had the Cuban coffee.
Oh, did they really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's like Nespresso Fuente branded Cuban coffee. It was pretty good.
That's hilarious.
I tried
Yeah.
Nespresso for the first time. That was an experience.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
I tried Nespresso for the first time. That was an experience. My wife's a barista and I still don't drink coffee. Like, I don't.
We're just
weird.
looking at you like, what the
We
fuck
don't know
is
what's
wrong
wrong
with
with
you?
Wait, hold on, Grim. How long you been smoking cigars for, man?
20 years?
And you mean to tell me that in 20 years you have never tried an espresso with an espresso with a cigar? No kidding.
The taste of espresso and coffee is so fucking bitter to me that, like, I almost spit it out every time. But I was being
Really?
adventurous. I was being adventurous because I was like, I tried charbroiled oysters while we were there, and something else, and I was like, I'm gonna keep on the roll. I'm gonna keep trying new things and blah blah blah. And, you know, I tried
Yeah.
that and I almost spit it out on the carpet and was like, you know what? Maybe I've been adventurous enough. Maybe
Turn
this
around
is,
and hand
maybe
it to
this
me.
is where the story ends.
Oh, dude, that is wild. Not because you've never tried it, but because I literally was talking to a buddy of mine earlier today, and he was saying that he does not like coffee with his cigar.
Really?
Yep, that was literally a conversation I had earlier today with my buddy, and I was like, man, that's crazy to me. And now, second person of today tell me basically the same thing. That's crazy.
I think Grim just burned himself a little bit.
It's probably one of my favorite things to pair with a cigar. I try not to drink too much caffeine later in the day because it stops me from sleeping.
Mhm.
But man, like the way they play off of each other, it's magical.
Yeah.
No,
it is.
I'm a
It's
whiskey
amazing.
guy. If I can do it, I'll have whiskey with my cigar. That's my go-to.
No, I get that. I can appreciate it. I'm not saying one is better than the, I'm just surprised.
Surprising.
Yeah, my wife is a manager at a coffee shop and has been for like a decade. And I she comes home smelling like coffee, and it's great. If she tries
Yeah.
to like give me coffee for anything, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe we need to see other people. Don't do that.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, I picked
So,
up an Americana for lunch. I mean, that's what we're pairing with here. Between this and Maker's Mark.
Love an Americana.
So what
Love
you're
a
saying
Cuba.
is I need to try coffee with a cigar.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's
what
what
you
I'm
need to do is get a coffee that you're used to.
Yeah.
I don't drink
If you don't
coffee.
do black, well, I'm saying if you do black, do black. If you do coffee with the sugar, do that. If you do coffee with creamer and sugar, do that. Do what you usually do and try a cigar with.
But I don't drink coffee, so which one would I choose?
Then
Just black.
that one's hard to gauge, though. You know, do you like
I'm
sweeter
with
drinks?
Mo.
You drink diet drinks. So.
Yeah. If you
Start
want
with black coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, black coffee's not for everybody, but it can be good. Damn it, it can be good.
I hated coffee until I was like my mid-teens, and then tried it again. And I'm like, oh my god, where's this been? Why have I not been
Yeah.
drinking this my entire life?
Right.
My old man told me yes, you can drink coffee, but you can only drink it one way, and that's black. You're not putting a bunch
Yeah.
of crap in it like your mom does.
Yeah. Yeah, coffee's like actually really healthy, but if you start piling shit into it, yeah, it's like, man,
Yeah, it makes it unhealthy.
might as well just have a Coke or something.
Yep. So
Yeah, that's
Trying
what-
to get-
I see. Oh, go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, Graham.
when my kid was younger, they tried fighting her ADHD with coffee.
Is that right?
Yep.
How did that work
they,
out?
They would, you know what? It didn't do too bad, but it wasn't good enough. You know, like,
Right, yeah.
you could tell there was like an energy shift. Like she went down a gear while drinking it, but she was still just as spacey. So like we had to do something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they wanted to do that before medication. I was like, I started at the pediatrician. I was just like, coffee.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it supposedly helps with ADHD. It's supposed to help balance that out.
Yeah.
So basically, the gears are going so fast, it kind of slows them down somehow with the coffee.
Ain't that
Yeah.
wild?
It's
Acts
weird.
as a suppressant.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we used to work with a guy who had a brain injury when at some point, like 10 or 20 years before we ever met him, and his neurologist prescribed him like caffeine pills, and he didn't like the caffeine pills, so he just drank like 6 cups of coffee in the morning and like 8 cups in the
Jesus.
evening.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
That's like
aggressive.
Andy level. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was doing the math. I was like,
Yeah.
It's about
The,
right, yeah.
Ash
That's
is
a
holding
typical Monday.
really, really well on this thing.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what
dude.
got me. I was
had
I was
that.
long ashing it. I was like, man, this is totally doing awesome, and then it just dropped and
Yeah.
like, covered the entire
Yeah.
left side of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nice.
tap it off so I don't end up wearing it. But
Yeah.
I was curious as to how far to go.
So I was seeing, Mo, that you had done quite a lot of recordings at PCA with people.
Mm-hmm.
So, and us being new to the scene, honestly, this was our first PCA. Honestly, first time doing anything, media wise for a big event like that. I don't know if we came unprepared or just not prepared enough, or we just did us. So, from a vendor's
Let's go with the last one.
perspective, what do you prefer? Would you prefer somebody coming in with a camera and doing something live there because it comes out quicker, everything's going on, you kind of get the hype right then when PCA is going on? Or do you like somebody? I'll just tell you what we did, and we came in, we kind of introduced ourselves, let you get to know us, and then we booked something with you later. That way you can get comfortable with us, you get to know us. You already find out that we're a bunch of assholes,
Right.
and you already know that up front.
he knew that before we got there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knew that before we got there. And we just want to hang out with you. That's why we booked time with you.
I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do it, man. I think the one thing I would say is this. If you're going to go to the show and you're going to want people to talk to you and spend time talking to you, the best way to reciprocate it, or let's just say to give somebody a reason to talk to you, for example, is to talk about your experience, to mention their stuff, to talk about it, or the highest, let's say, thank you, or not even thank you, but like acknowledgement, right? Is having them on as a guest to talk about their cigars. But it works for both parties. Because, when you start to get some of these like bigger names and stuff, man, it's going to elevate the profile of leaf cutters, right? So it's kind of like a win-win. There is, your first PCA is a huge learning experience, of course, and no matter what side of the, business you're on. But dude, there is, whether it's your first or 20th, everybody's important. And if somebody doesn't realize that, or if somebody tries to, big time you or whatever, that's their loss. You know what I mean? So just enjoy it for what it is, man, and like use it to elevate the status of your of the leaf cutters, right? Hey man, we met you at PCA, we'd love to have you on. Well, now this guy remembers that you stopped by their booth, or this lady remembers that you stopped by her booth. And now she's going to be like, oh yeah, I'll jump on with you guys. But if you don't go talk to people and you just like email somebody, hey, there's like, a couple of us that hang out and talk about cigars. Well, there's, I guess what I'm trying to tell you is the fact that you went there, shook hands, met people is only going to help you.
Right.
As you try to like build your base, right? And stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we were trying to do, because like I said, we made appointments with you to make sure that we met you, talk to you, let you know, show you some love, all that stuff, right? But we did that with a lot of the other vendors too. We made sure we made time with them. We did exactly what you said. We talked about the product, asked them what was coming out new, and then casually dropped in there, hey, we would like you to be on the show.
100%, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, man.
And
That's
I
awesome.
thought that. And we thought as a group that it's better doing it that way versus just shoving a camera in their face the first time you're meeting them, trying to do an interview with them. I mean, not that there's not guys out there doing it great, but of course there are guys that are out there that they've known for years doing it too.
Right.
Sure, we're not half-wheeled.
So like when you guys, so like next year, if you decide to go to PCA 26, right? There's going to be a familiarity with you. So now if you go with a camera and you say, hey man, we want to get a couple minutes with you just talk about what's going on at the show, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember these guys. Or, hey, I came on the Leaf Cutters with these guys after PCA 25. And then you're going to stop by the booth, give them a few minutes to talk about what they're doing if you want, right? But if you guys, you got to figure out what you want to be. Do you want to be the informative half-wheel reporting, cigar coop reporting, or do you want to be like a casual podcast where you have guests on and you guys are hanging out, right? Like, I think if you try to be, you know, Coop has done that really well, where he kind of like goes between worlds in terms of providing somebody a platform to come on his podcast, but also reports, right? That he's done that so well. It's hard to really find that middle ground, man, where that, so, you know, like when we were doing, like when we started Sultans of Smoke back in the day, like we started out reviewing cigars, but once the podcast started, man, we stopped reviewing cigars and just focused on talking about cigars and having guests on and stuff like that. So I guess you're gonna find your niche, man. You just got to figure out what you want to do and what you want to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just kind of looking at it from the perspective of, is it looked down upon? Because some of the people that we did talk to, it seemed they thought it was kind of weird that we weren't sitting there with a camera ready to go. But that's not us, really. You know, we are the guys that, you know, when you want to get to sit in the back porch lounge and talk to and have a good time with, and, you know, talk about cigars. So that's why I was just wondering, from a vendor perspective, is it easier for you? I guess that's more like it. Is it easier for you to just be able to talk and have a conversation, and of course bring up your new stuff, than it is just sitting and have a camera? Or you probably have to do both. So maybe I'm asking the wrong guy.
My situation's a little bit different than other people, right? So like if you're talking about brands my size, they're probably going to be more receptive to, just generally speaking, this is not like a rule of thumb, right? But just like if you're a human being thinking about it logically, right? Guys like me should be, I should say, much more willing and open, and regardless of whether you have a camera, you don't have a camera, whether you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Some of the bigger folks, you know, they may have higher expectations on what they want from somebody or expect from somebody. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for them because I'm not them, right? So, you'll
get there.
You know, it's just like, for me, I don't care. Like, dude, I'll give you an example. So I'm at my booth. There's like 3 guys from Cigar Aficionado all standing there, right? One of them's got like kind of leaning up on the whatever. Those guys didn't even turn around to talk to me. They didn't even acknowledge my existence, right?
What the hell?
Well, I don't know if they had Cigar Aficionado badges. I don't know if they actually worked for Cigar Aficionado, you know, because people fuck around like that. But I was like, and someone's like, oh man, why don't you go talk to them? I said, why? For what? There are guys like you, guys like Developing Palates, like Cigar Dojo, like, you know, Half Wheel, that want to spend time talking and make an effort to come by. Why would I want to chase somebody to beg them to talk to me? I want to appreciate the people and that do want to talk to me, because like I'm not like this overly extroverted person. So like when I hit a limit of how much I've talked, like I'm done. And totally I'd rather save that for the people like you guys. You know what I mean? Seriously, that's it.
Appreciate it.
And Mo's looking at his watch going, all right, guys, you got like 15 minutes for my social battery.
Exactly. There's a reason I was an accountant.
Well, we also thought doing it the way we did it is more showing more respect, because we also know that we're media. If you have a sale going on, we're not interrupting that. If you need to ditch us to go, we pretty much told everybody, if you need to ditch us to go, you go do that, because that is way more important than we.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, that's all somebody could ask, right? Is that your understanding. You know,
Please go make money, because as much as we would like to spend time and shoot the breeze and talk about your products, we also want you to be able to continue being in business. So go sell your shit.
Sometimes it's so funny, man. Like, I don't know. It's an interesting industry because a lot of people forget that.
It's still a business.
It's still a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah.
Speaking of
We
business,
appreciate the time.
I don't know if Gibbs is going to follow this up or not, but I saw the PR that you have the Matrix pill coming out.
The Matrix pill. Kind of, yeah, man. Coming out with the red pill.
Tell us about that.
I was about to say. Tell me about it.
Why didn't we go with the blue pill?
Yeah, why didn't we get the blue pill too?
because there's you could watch, you could how do I put this? If you want to continue to live in bullshit, you can live in bullshit all you want, but nothing, is gonna come out of that, I guess.
I like it.
That's better than the freaking movie quote right there.
I think so, yeah.
So, right?
It's like
It's like you're never going back, motherfucker. You're never going back. Just take the red pill and go.
No, once you, man, there was. So you guys, okay. So do you guys work for the Fed, or do you guys are you contractors that work for a company?
Contractors.
Yeah,
We're
Are you
contractors.
independent contractors? Or are you contracted by a company working for the?
Yeah, we're contracted by a company.
So you guys are going to understand this. Well, first, my curiosity really started in the early 2000s when I first started studying accounting and all of that. The Enron, the Arthur Anderson, all that stuff. I don't know if you guys remember that stuff. WorldCom, all that shit. Oh man, this is pretty crazy. During the global financial crisis, I worked for a company called PricewaterhouseCoopers.
I'm familiar with them.
Okay. And we were contracted to the federal government to work with the FDIC closing banks throughout the country. And I don't know if you guys remember that time period, but it was pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
So,
I wasn't in that industry at the time, but I remember it being pretty crazy.
Yeah. And so, you're learning about mortgage-backed securities and tranches and all this other shit. And there was a couple books that I read that really changed the way I looked at things. One was Confessions of an Economic Hitman. And that was, I forget it was so long ago, but I forget the author's name, but he had a couple in that series. It was fantastic. He was a former consultant. And then Creature from Jekyll Island, that was another book that really impacted the way in learning about the creation of money, how it's made, and more about like the workings of the financial system as a whole. And man, it was like really, really eye-opening and quite frankly fucked up. And I can't believe that more people don't know this stuff. So yeah, man, that was kind of like my red pill moment, like during that time. And so once I kind of looked at things and over the years, watching people argue and cause division between families, friends, whatever, social media, real life, over things that are ridiculous, really. This is what I always tell people, man. You're gonna fight about red and blue, but the problem is green.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, man, how money is created, why there's $40 trillion in debt, how the Federal Reserve works, how that whole system is, then I don't know what to tell you. Because if you don't understand how money is created and how money is made, you don't understand the world. So I think it's just, man, me trying to in a way, wake people up a little bit and be like, hey, man, start researching this stuff. Start learning. Stop fighting your neighbor over, some bullshit. Understand that you're all on the same team. So,
wow.
Anyway,
that's a deep cigar.
That's that.
That's pretty profound for a cigar release.
Yeah, so that's where that all stems from. Because I'm just sick and tired of the I had to do it, man. I had to whatever platform you have, whatever opportunity, you gotta encourage people to learn and to better understand the world around them. And so I think by learning more of that, it could erase some of the division that we're getting in this country that's being manufactured and all of that. The cigar itself is a Mexican Oscuro over a Connecticut broadleaf binder. Used 2 different Ligeros in it. It's box pressed, and it's going to be the strongest patina to date.
Nice.
Blow my socks off. Blow my socks off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that strong. It's still a patina, but it's strong for a patina. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when is that coming out?
July, I think.
July.
August, something like that. It'll be like later in the summer.
So I gotta wait till July to not get it in my area. Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, you're probably gonna unfortunately have to go to small batch or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably get offline. All right, so we're about midway. Well, I'm definitely a little bit over midway on my cigar. Grim's like, I got down to a nub. All right, let's do a midway check-in before Grim's out of cigar.
I called Lucas and said, hey, bring the box from PCA. He's like, what? Bring me the big yellow box.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Oh, you got your second one? Yeah.
Nice.
So it's gotten to the point where it's a little bit more medium full now. And that taste has not gone away. It still has that light up taste for me. Not the pepper taste that Zach was talking about, but that smooth. I can't. Unfortunately, my palate is not developed enough to where I can tell you what I'm tasting, but it's still really, really freaking good. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I want to smoke the other one right after this one, so I've got that going on for me right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibbs, it's funny. What you taste is you. That's individual to you, because only you're gonna know what a cigar potentially triggers in your palate that you've had. All these flavors are just, there's something that triggers in your palate that you've tasted before, and this just triggers something. You know what I'm saying? So not everyone's gonna always taste the same thing from a cigar. There might be some stuff, of course, but some of it'll be individualized.
I'm going to steal that verbiage, and I'm going to go, it triggers that really good cigar taste.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's got hints of really good cigar taste.
Yeah.
Hints of got, greatness.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's, hang on, I got some more smoke.
Yeah.
I'm with Gibbs. It's got that more medium full, which is, it's hitting where I like it to hit. And it still has that patina flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a question to go back to that after everybody else yaps. But I'm digging it. I mean, it's not that I haven't enjoyed the other patina cigars, but I think I kind of like this one more. It's got a little more, to me, it's got a little more of that spice in the back end.
Sure.
And on the retro that I like.
Right.
And yeah, I got the second one because I'm enjoying the hell out of this one, and I'm afraid I'll get done. I'm afraid I'll finish it before we get done talking.
No. How about you, Grim? Since you're almost done with yours already, buddy.
Well, seeing as how I've only made it halfway through the cigar, I'm getting through it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
Grim,
But, I'm getting there.
You on a ring cam, dude? Are you on a ring cam? Like, when you got up to move, I was like, man, is he at his front door?
No. I'm on my laptop, but that does give me an idea for the next recording.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Ben's front porch and just be like, I'm recording here.
I'll send you my blink camera. You can use it.
Yeah. See? Yeah. I'm in. I want to do that now.
How about you, Robert?
Yeah, like I'm gonna say what I said before. It's new, but it's the same, and it's brilliant. I mean, I love it. It's just, it's there. You said it. It's a cigar. It's a real, to me, cigar. I'm definitely gonna order more. That's for sure.
How about you, Zach?
I'm still digging it. I'm trying to because this is how my brain works. I'm trying to identify some flavors that are familiar, and there's a caramelized sugar, kind of like creme brulee topping that I'm getting. It's not like overly sweet or anything like that, but it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's really good. But definitely like familiar flavors, but maybe not like I can't go, oh, it tastes like this other cigar. I can't pick out another cigar I've had that has this unique profile to it. And very enjoyable.
I just want to point out that I haven't paid these guys to say this stuff. I just want to make, because you guys are hitting on all the different stuff that literally every patina blend goes for. So thank you. Yeah, you guys are not paid spokespeople. This is
no, we are not paid.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta talk about some bullshit bad reasons. It's stinky.
Yeah.
It's stinky. It smells bad.
When the smoke goes up my nose, it doesn't feel good. Although I will say the retro super smooth.
Burns my eyes.
Yeah, the
retro
great.
hail on this is incredibly smooth.
Yes, it is. I've been doing that quite a few times.
You guys ever smoke in public and somebody from like a football field away starts going like this?
Yeah.
It's just like, what? Like, is there a fly by you? There's no fucking way that you're smelling this. Like, zero chance. You know, like.
It becomes a game for me to try to get them to smell it better.
Yeah. Just move closer.
There's something wrong with my table. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Move 2 further down.
Yeah.
That's all right. I was out here smoking. I guess, Zach, were we smoking the other day? I guess we were the other day, Friday. I guess it was Friday. And my kid came out, or my oldest came out and was goofing off the front yard, and he came back and he stopped, I mean, like maybe 4 feet from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had literally just, exhaled. And at the same time that he went, and he goes, like, hey, I hate to tell you, I've been smoking cigars for 30 years. I've done that same exact thing, and I'd still do exactly that. You're fine.
Yeah, you'll be all right, kid.
It's good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Builds character.
In a couple of years, you're going to think this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, when Robert was talking earlier about his initial tastes, you're sitting there giving the old Mo nod, and I got a feeling there's a connection there. I mean, so, are you aiming for having a kind of a similar flavor across lines where, yes, they're different, all of the lines are different and they have a different flavor, but they all have that patina taste. DNA,
yes.
Yeah, good word. Thanks.
Yes, that's great. Very well said. Yes, and the reason is, when you look at all the brands that have really stood the test of time, it's besides maybe fancy marketing and all that, but it's also because there's a familiarity that it builds with the people who smoke it, and there's people want consistency, and they want to be able to pick something up and kind of have an idea of what they're getting, whether we realize that or not. I mean, why does Padron do so well, right? Why does, if you look at...
As you were talking, I'm thinking about Padron.
Yeah, I mean, these are, they have just legendary profile maximization, right? Like, if you look at not only AJ Fernandez, but some of the brands that come out of this factory, to a certain extent, they all kind of have an AJ, like you could smoke a cigar out of the AJ factory and kind of know it's from AJ, right? Even if it doesn't say AJ on the band. And there's a familiarity that's been built in our palates, right? To recognize that and as something, let's say, we enjoy. And so it's a risk, because if somebody doesn't vibe with your profile, then you might never get them. But at the same time, the opportunity to build loyalty to your brand is worth the risk. And the reality is, man, if my cigar tasted like somebody else's who has a bigger name, you're just gonna buy the bigger name. And that's just human nature. I mean, that's not personal to me. I mean, we go for recognizable names, all things being equal. just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Except for us.
Yeah, sure. I mean, cigar guys, we love trying shit we never heard of. But
For sure.
for most people, that's not the case.
I agree with you there, though.
I'm going to pick this over a
name
Fuente
recognition's
anyway,
great.
so it doesn't really matter for other reasons.
Sure.
But
Man,
Yeah, I'm
this-
anti-Fuente these days. Hey, Espinosa, how you doing?
Did something happen with Fuente? I don't know. I have no idea.
no,
Oh man,
Not with Fuente.
Oh, okay.
poor
no
Grum.
Fuente.
So we
You don't have to name names. You just
if we do an episode with somebody, if they can't get us cigars beforehand, we'll track them down ourselves and be like,
Sure.
hey, we'll still smoke with you guys, And I was unable for our interview with Espinosa to track down an Espinosa cigar, like within 30-mile radius of where I live. It was
31.
crazy.
Could've gone 31 miles,
dozen
Grim.
shops. I know, 32 miles, whatever you said now. I get it. I understand. I should have gone just a little extra fucking distance. I'm fine. I got it. So my wife, I'm calling my wife. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do at this point. She was like, just get any cigar without a band and say it's an Espinosa. I agree to this. Get in front of the camera and have like this guilt deep on the inside when they're like, what are you smoking, Grim? About, like I'm about to lie to this person I don't even know. Like I felt bad. I was
Right.
like, I gotta be honest with you, man. I was smoking a Fuente because I couldn't find your cigar, and I really like threw myself on the sword.
yeah.
And he beat my ass for an entire hour and a half recording, just
in
was
a
great.
nice way.
in a nice way.
Yeah.
I'm it's all good joking. I love Hector
Yeah,
to death. But like,
Oh, it was Hector.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That guy's fucking hilarious.
He
is
teamed
hilarious.
up on me for an hour and a half, and then continued to do so through social media messages for like
Damn.
months.
That is hilarious.
When we met Espinosa, we met Jack Torrance at
Torrania.
PCA.
Yeah.
He sits there. He goes, "Oh, it's nice to meet all you guys." And Grim,
Hector had already warned him it was great.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
Mhm.
was great.
yeah. So now at this point, I'll never smoke a Fuente ever again.
That's
Ever.
hilarious. That's fantastic.
It's ruined Fuente for me.
Let me
And
tell
I
you
tried
this,
to
man.
defend him. I
If
tried to defend him.
I cannot tell you how many of these things I've done where people are not smoking patina. That's just part of it. Is I understand that we're not in a bunch of retail shops, and not everybody orders online, right? Or is willing to. I myself am not a huge online purchaser of cigars. Typically, I'll go with whatever my locals have. So I get it. But yeah, I think if someone's gonna, you put in the effort, obviously, right? And it's like, but yeah, dude, I've never said anything ever, literally, about it. It's just how it is. I don't know. It happens. Somebody might not have your cigars on hand.
Yeah, I even with Jack, I was like, man, I did the 30-mile radius, man. I went every which direction trying to find a cigar. He's like, so if you would have just gone 31,
Mm-hmm.
you'd have found my cigar and been smoking the right shit. And I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
It's
You're
all
right,
in
Sal.
jest.
I can't even argue with that logic.
Dude, that guy's hilarious, man. He's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and so
That's great.
Grim said it, he's already prefaced that when we do have Jack Trano and Hector on later on, he's going to call in sick
Yeah.
already.
I'm gonna come down with the plague, the actual bubonic
Yeah.
plague. That's what I'm gonna have,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna find a miracle cure like 3 hours after the episode's done recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Espinosa. Then you can go back and tell them that Espinosa cured me of the bubonic plague. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hector
so
would still give you a hard time about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm never living it down with Hector. I love Hector to death, but it'll never. No.
Yeah. That's
okay,
funny.
so Mo, I got one for you. I
Yeah.
noticed in the first time you were on, and I see it again now, the picture behind you of the Ali Liston
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge collector. I collect everything. What other things do you collect?
I don't really collect much. I mean, I'll still dabble in like some baseball and basketball cards and stuff like that, football, but nothing crazy anymore. Jordans, I like Jordans, shoes. because I could never have them as a kid. So like as I got older, I just like wanted all the stuff I couldn't.
There you go.
Totally get it.
You get the
And,
cheeseburger and fries like Fred did the other day?
From
Fred Rui.
no, what was that?
He's got the Air Jordans or the Nikes that are cheeseburger and fries.
No, I didn't see those.
Yeah,
think I saw that
I
post.
saw it on Facebook the other day. It was
Oh, okay.
They look
quite
pretty
comical.
cool too, though.
Yeah, man. I don't. So yeah, for me, it's mostly Jordans. Mostly Jordans, because that was like growing up in Chicago. That was, I mean, Jordan was everything when I was when I was a kid. You know, the Bulls.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. One day, if we ever, collect cars, maybe. Yeah. It won't be
You
from
made-
cigar money, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you've made your millions and not cigar money.
Yeah, exactly. It's from something else. Yeah, cars would be.
He's taking
cool.
that money and invested somewhere.
Yeah. What, Robert? Do you collect stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
You
What do
said-
you?
You were talking about cards. I'm
Yeah.
a huge card collector. Not so
Okay.
much into sports, though. I mean,
Sure.
I have
yeah.
some sports, like the sports cards I remember
Yeah.
growing up. I've got the 78 Reggie Jackson
Okay. Yeah.
card, 700 and tops. I've got that one
Yeah.
graded. And just, I'm mostly Star Wars. I do
Okay, yeah.
a lot of Star Wars cards.
Some of that stuff is worth so much money, man. That and Pokemon and the Magic card. Are the Magic cards still very valuable too?
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
valuable.
Magic's so
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, I remember.
Although
that.
the older cards aren't as
Yu-Gi-Oh's
big
making a
because
comeback
they,
for some reason.
What's
They
that?
keep
Sorry.
the older
saying
cards aren't
Yu-Gi-Oh.
as big anymore.
Which
the
one?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I know those.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's coming back for some stupid reason. It's coming back. I mean, I say
Some
stupid,
people like
but
it.
I just don't get it. You know.
Get on it, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, we've got like Grimm does comics
Yep.
and stuff like that, and
And
Legos,
pop
and
figures.
Funko
Legos.
Pops, and
Legos are
I've been-
awesome.
I've like dabbled in all of it. If it's collectible, I try to get
Yeah.
it.
It's fun, man. It really is. Yeah,
So if you could collect cars, what would your first collector car be?
that's a good one. You're gonna laugh.
Pinto.
Because mine's gonna be.
No.
Mine's probably gonna be weirder than yours. So go ahead.
It would be a 66. I think. Look, it would be a 66 Chevy Caprice or a 67 Chevelle. That would probably be.
Those are
Because that body style of the Caprice, like so, the Impala had a little bit more of a slope top on it. I like the more square. So like the Bel Air, the Biscayne, and the Caprice had more of the square top on them. So that's why I kind of like those a little bit more. And then the Chevelle is just, iconic. But those are so ridiculously priced. And most people like the 70s or the late 60s on the Chevelle. I actually like the 66, 67.
I had a friend who had I think it was a Malibu SS.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the year. I think it was a 67 or 68 or
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah.
That thing was so cool.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
made all the like great engine noises and
Mhm.
had the big V8 in it that sounded like it was going to stall when it was
Yeah.
idling because it just like ka-chunk,
Yeah.
ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Yep.
It's awesome.
There is nothing that sounds better in this world than an American V8. Nothing. I mean,
It's good stuff.
like Ferraris and stuff, like, yeah, they have a nice little tune to them and they're cool, like whatever, but an American V8, man, there's just nothing like.
Well, I'm gonna tell mine, and you can laugh at it.
Okay.
I want a late '50s, early '60s Nomad,
Why would I laugh at that?
but the Nomad, the grocery grabber.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, the
Yeah, I know.
full back
Yeah, yeah.
hatchback.
Yeah,
I
know,
want
yeah.
that so bad. They are so gorgeous to me. I know
Yeah.
they're not the fastest cars. I know they're not, but they are so good looking and so awesome. I just want
Dude.
one of those.
What people could do with those in terms of like the way they sit, with the suspension and like the rims on it and like just modern, the resto mods especially, just they're awesome on that car. That's beautiful. I love that.
I would want to know.
Man, that makes me feel, here I just want a 57 Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air.
That's
I've
gorgeous.
always-
First car bag.
I've always just loved that body style.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I
The
know.
two-tone paint. You want the two-tone paint
Yep.
on there?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You want the seafoam green,
Oh,
white
hell
stripe?
yeah.
I had a friend of mine when we were going to church back in Georgia, and I was, I think I was a teenager. His mom had a 56.
Uh-huh.
She still drove it. I was like, God, I love that car. I want that car. Will you deed me that car in your will, please?
Those things are so awesome, man. Those are awesome. Yeah, those 50s like Impalas and Bel Airs and stuff were just you'll never see anything like that again.
Mm-mm.
No, gorgeous.
Really incredible.
Either that or my 76 F-150 that I drove in high school.
Oh, nice.
I want my
Go-
first car bag too.
I don't
Which
want to
one
put
was
gas
that?
in it because fuck that.
Mm.
5 miles. I had a 390 in it.
Mhm.
5 miles to the gallon, if that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It passed
The
everything
one
but a
that you
gas
could
station.
watch you could watch the gas gauge move as if you got on it.
I could watch the gas gauge move. If I jumped on it, it'll light. Yeah.
I had a friend who had a Buick Electra,
Mhm.
70 something. I can't remember the year,
Yeah.
and that thing was. First of all, it was literally a land yacht. It was
yeah.
it was like 22 feet long or something.
Yeah.
And when he would like mash the pedal, getting
Mm.
on the interstate or something,
Mhm.
you could just watch it go. Like
Yeah. Mhm.
it was awesome.
We have to
And you
stop
could
at the
fit
next
probably
exit,
30
guys.
people in that thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
You could
All
fit
right,
three
so-
in mine. I could hear mine lose. I
very
could hear
sad
mine draw
part.
gas out of it.
Yeah. I'll get to the sad part of my cigar, so I'm gonna have to rate it.
I've been done for like 20 minutes. What the hell have you guys been doing?
Talking.
We've
Smoking
been
a
enjoying
cigar.
ourselves smoking
Talking.
a cigar.
Wait,
I
Grim.
enjoyed the shit out of myself. I'm about to do that review. Thank you.
Grim, you said you wanted your first car back?
I want my first car bag. It
What
was
was that?
it was an '82 Supra.
Supra. Oh shit, yeah.
So the story behind it was they were looking for to give me my first car or whatever, and my stepdad was a truck driver at the time, and through one of his customers, he had found an '82 Supra that had been sitting in a front lawn of somebody's for like a year and a half because
Was it red and black?
No, it was sky blue.
Oh, okay, yeah, the other color, yeah.
It was sky blue,
Yeah.
and it had Supra in
Uh-huh.
big bold fucking letters at the top of the windshield.
Oh yeah,
Like everybody knew what I was driving because it was right there.
right.
But the owner's mom was the one that had the car. The owner got into a fight with his girlfriend, and she got drunk and tried leaving the house in the car, and it was a stick shift.
Uh-huh.
And she ate the clutch so bad
Mhm.
that when Brian, my stepdad, pulled it out, like it's supposed to be meh, it was like meh.
Yeah.
Just like 1/5 of it left. So he spends like a month fixing this car, and I had it for 3.5 months, and I accidentally ran into somebody trying to find a muffler shop to do the first repair that I needed to do on that thing by myself. And I'm man enough to admit it. I cried when I watched that thing bleed out on the street. I was like, it's bleeding. What the fuck do I do? I'm 16 and shit.
Yeah, man. I actually witnessed that the other last summer. There was a young kid who literally. So I live off the main street, but not far from it. Right. I hear this huge crash. This kid totaled his Camaro, rear-ending the car in front of him.
Oh.
And he gets out of the car. First of all, thank God the kid was okay, because I think he was texting on his phone and didn't see that the car had stopped. I mean, it was completely his fault. And to watch him just stare at his car like this, know him, like, you could tell, like, something inside that poor kid just died, man. And I felt horrible for him. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
I had that moment, and like my first thought after I kind of cleared up, I was like, man, insurance will cover it. And then I was like, this card's worth like $600. Like, what the fuck are they going to give me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for insurance. I was like, this thing got totaled just by looking at it.
Right. Yeah, that's the hard part with some of those like classic cars or older cars is their street value is so much greater than their book value or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, for sure. Grim, are you cutting another cigar?
I might
I
be.
am.
Because when we're done with this, I'm gonna write for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be all like, "Hey, wife, look what I did for you. I wrote for a little bit." And she's gonna be all like, "Whatever," and go back to what she's doing.
You're a writer?
I do from time to time.
Cool.
So I did a bunch of writing in high school when I had teachers that wanted me to like pursue it, but I was all like, IT, hooray! I love computers.
Yeah.
And I used to write for Erica when we were in high school, and then when we got back together later, she asked me to continue writing for her. So I've written a couple books just for the fact she enjoys it.
No shit. That's so cool, man. Oh yeah. What topics do you write about?
Sci-fi, depression, anxiety.
Oh, okay. Uplifting.
It's a classic genre.
Yeah.
I don't.
Classic. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
It's like the last one I did is the story of a elderly postal worker that gets wrapped up in a government conspiracy and gives birth to a alien baby and has to go on the run with the baby. It's weird. I assure you, if you read it, and you're more than welcome to, it works. It just sounds dumb from the get-go.
Wait, is that in chapter? Is that in the second paragraph?
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I gave Andy a copy, and he came back. I was like, "How far did you make it?" He's like, "I got to the third paragraph and quit." And I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm going to put that as a tag if I ever release that book.
Yeah.
I'm going to put as the sizzle line at the top. I made it to the third paragraph. Good job, Graham."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love you, buddy.
Classic genre. Yep. Hit that on the head, Zach.
Yeah, at this point, anybody can read it, but I do warn you, it's weird.
And I do have to say, the second cigar I lit up is not as good. Not as good.
What was it?
I don't want to even say because it's nowhere even close.
You just take the label off so we can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I actually saw the label. So was that a bully that you lit up?
It was not a bully.
Okay.
But I have a story for you offline about the bully. It's not good.
Do we want to rate the cigars?
Yes, I
Or
want to
give
rate
them
the cigar.
a rating.
And I just started the second one of these. Come on, and it's the it's the base.
Well, I didn't. I wanted to savor that one, so I didn't grab the second one.
I'm gonna savor it anyways.
So there you go. Great smoke, beginning to end. I really, really enjoyed that one. And I do have to say, it's probably taken the spot of my favorite Patina cigar.
That's awesome, man.
And I hate to say that because I'd liked so many of your cigars. The only line I haven't tried now is the Connecticut.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a show on that later.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it hit right for me. Had the right consistency of that middle to full smoke. Love that. Not hard to draw whatsoever. I did have some construction issues with mine, but I don't think anybody else did. So I'm not going to knock it for that, just because it could have been just the one I got. But my rating is probably going to be around a 4.8. It's got a 5, and that's a great cigar, man. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Thank you.
How about you, Andy?
Well, since Mo's check hasn't cleared yet.
Yeah, can you actually wait till like the week after next to cash that?
Yeah, I got you. I got you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, I liked it enough that I'm at least firing up the other one. Good flavor throughout, and yeah, it started off kind of medium full and really kind of hit its stride about a third of the way in. Just easy going, and it's got that patina, flavor to it. Really enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm with Gibbs. I'm gonna give it a 4.8 because rounding up is easier. 4.79 just sounded weird.
Yeah, what the hell, man? Come on, we're normal people here. We don't do,
Math is hard. Fuck it.
pregnant
Yeah.
postal workers with an alien baby. Yeah, we don't do
Yeah, exactly. We don't do that kind of
No,
shit.
no, weird
Yeah.
shit.
that. Yeah.
What about you, Grim?
Oh wait, I just forgot that was against me. Now I have a reputation in the cigar community. Here's the guy with the alien baby.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your tagline next week.
It is. So,
It's no longer
how
the
about you,
talent.
Grim? What do you think? Oh, he's like, no, I'm gonna take another puff of this.
Shit was dope. Shit was dope as shit. It was.
It was dope, yo.
Okay, you know, all joking aside, I had 4 different flavors that I couldn't identify as something else, which I think is fucking wild because, like, hey, it's like everybody else said, it had the patina, you know, feel to it, but like it was 4 different distinct flavors throughout that cigar, and like we said earlier, like we couldn't be like, hey, this tastes like cedar or you know leather or whatever. Like it was wildly enjoyable. Yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah.
You got a number to go with that, Graham, or just
Yeah, you got a good number to go with it?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. I can't translate that so well.
Okay, so 4.75, but the only reason it's not higher is because I like the Habanero more.
Really?
I really fucking dug the Habanero.
Yeah.
But I think if I give this one enough time, like I'll probably like move it up the ranking. You know, like if I smoke a couple more. But that Habanero, man, was just God, it was good.
Thank you, my man.
That's fair. Robert, how are you, buddy?
Well, with the familiar taste, the no issues whatsoever, with the feeling like this is coming home for me, I've got to put this at a 5.
Thank you,
Easy.
sir.
Easy.
Very
I look
nice.
forward to the next ones. I've already found it on the webs. I'm going to order it tonight. And it is now definitely an Island 5.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Mo, that means that if he's only going to get 5 boxes of cigars to go live on an island, that's included in that.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
man. Hell yeah.
Mo knows this because Mo called Robert
Oh,
out on it
that's
last
right.
time. It was like, you got to make decisions, man. You got to pick your 5.
Yes.
You can't just say brands.
That is definitely one of the Island 5.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Zach, what do you think, buddy?
Well, it's continued to be excellent, and I'm a little sad that I don't have the other one handy to light up after this one. It's unique in a way that I can't quite describe. Like I was saying, it doesn't taste like someone else's cigar, and I just love it. It's just great. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 leaves.
Thanks, man.
It's
Nice.
I can't think of anything that would make it better other than a cup of coffee. And, I'm definitely gonna have my other one with a cup of coffee.
I can confirm
Just
it
because
goes well with coffee.
I think that flavor profile is just gonna like complement so well. It goes well with whiskey, but coffee's gonna be amazing.
You want
So thank you, Mo.
Thank you, sir. You want a crazy pairing for that cigar?
Mhm.
Sure.
You guys are gonna laugh. You guys ever hear of Ghost energy drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sour pink lemonade.
really.
Sour pink lemonade.
I'm in right
Really?
now.
Sour pink lemonade in an Oro de Nicaragua.
I'll do
That's
that.
literally what I'm doing.
Nice.
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 It is. I don't know what the hell it is. But those two together, man, they work. I don't know.
Well,
Back
I'll
in
let
the
you know
day-
this.
I could see it going with a fruit drink of some sort.
Yeah, it's weird how that. I don't know. Man, I remember when I used to pair ginger ale with cigars a lot when I first
That's a good one.
started. That was always good. And Red Bull, way back when I drank that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't done either one of those in a long time. Dr. Pepper is actually very good with that cigar too.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah,
that's usually
that's-
my favorite pairing.
We are.
That's one
we
of
are
our
advocates-
go-tos.
Yeah, we're advocates of the Dr.
Oh, dude, it goes magical with cigars.
So good.
Absolutely.
If we could ever get a sponsor, that would probably be it because we talked about Dr. Pepper so much for the past year.
Oh man, these brands outside the cigar industry are so scared to be associated
Mhm.
with. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
it's Well, there's truth though.
Yeah,
Something about
man.
those 23 flavors.
Yeah, cigars the 24.
Yeah, that's it. But we did have a proud moment the other day. We had another show,
Uh-huh.
and one of the guys brought up that we introduced Patina to him,
Uh-huh.
and he's enjoying the hell out of being able to find that and now smoke it because he's like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we heard
awesome,
about
man.
you talked it up on the show, so we did
That's
something
awesome.
good. There was
Dude,
one
you guys,
positivity thing.
you guys are doing great, man. And just keep doing what you're doing because, how do I put it? There's so much bullshit in this world, and it's always great to be able to sit down with genuine people and enjoy cigars and talk about cigars and all of that. It's one of the few remaining things that is 100% enjoyable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
I gotta say, I'm digging
So-
the fact that he's wearing his own podcast shirt.
Oh, this thing?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we caught it.
I meant to mention something about it.
Yeah, this shirt is, man, 11 years old, I think. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I think we did these in
Um,
2014.
20. Wow.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, Mo, why don't you tell us, things that are going on with Patina? Take this time, promote yourself, promote what's coming out. Let us know what's
Yeah,
going
man,
on.
we talked a little bit about it. Red Pill is going to be the next core line. Also there will be no LE this year, so we're not doing that. There is a project that I'm doing with, I don't know if you guys have seen the Be So Horny coming out of Romacraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
met
my
him.
buddy. Yeah, that's my buddy Tyler. We've been friends for 11 years, I think, something like that. 10 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're doing a cigar together out of Noxa. So that's going to be released this year. It's going to be in 10 count bundles. That's going to be a Habano wrapper, Habano Rosado, and then we use some Pueblo Nuevo out of Nicaragua, which I don't use in any of the patinas. So it's going to be kind of a new tobacco that. So it's exciting, man. It's a very, very good cigar. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very unique. And so yeah, there's going to be, we're only doing 3,000 of that. So it'll be 300 bundles of 10. But yeah, those will be kind of like the next things coming up for Patina. That'll be September, October when that cigar releases.
Is that going to be under you, or is that going to be under Viso?
It'll be under Patina. I mean, it'll be like a joint thing, but Patina will be distributing it and all of that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Very cool. I
Tyler
look forward to trying that.
Tyler came down with me right after I'd switched factories to Noxa. So that was his first Nicaragua trip and stuff. And yeah, man, so I'm excited about that cigar too. But yeah, Red Pill is going to be a core line. That's going to be the first box press that Patina has done, and excited for that.
I'm excited too because box presses
Excited
hit
to try
different, and I love them.
Yeah, man, it's a very good cigar. I would suggest eating before smoking it though.
That's my kind of
Good
cigar.
note.
Well, right. I think we're going to wrap this up for the day.
Absolutely.
But it's been great having you on. We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate, putting up with us at PCA, messing with you. That
Yeah,
was just
come
a
on.
fun time for us too.
Come on, man. It was awesome. Thank you guys for having me, dude.
Thanks for
Yeah,
being
Really,
here.
really
man.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
No, I
And
really
we'll
appreciate
extend
it.
the invite anytime you want to come on. You just let us know.
Hey, man, when we release Red
We'll
Pill,
smoke.
you want to have me back on? Let's do it.
Sure,
talk
yeah.
about it.
We'll definitely do
Definitely.
Done. There we go.
that. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
And on that note, I guess we're going to say good night.
Yeah.
See ya.
Take it easy, everybody.
Good night.